my camera. Good morning.
Look at my hair.
It's fluffy, Priscilla. Okie dokie. I lit some sage. Lift my camera up just a little bit. My kitten loves at night to move my camera around like it's on a tripod. So anyways, it's kind of funny. Thank you. Complimenting my hair. It's kind of full this morning. I like the color of it. I think I'm going to keep it light, at least for the summertime. If you have headphones on, be careful. I'm going to ring the bell. I love the sound of this bell. Lift our vibrations this morning. Ringing in some miracles for us, right? So, I did a reading last night. Actually, I did 2 of them. The second one was kind of, I'm not going to delete it, but my cat demanded my attention in the middle of it. But it was also in accordance with the reading. So, I was not completely satisfied with it, but like I said, I do believe others will find meaning. So, I am going to leave it up. But I grabbed the dreams of Gaia this morning. I just want to get a daily, like an overall energy read to see where we all are energetically right now. And I do include myself sometimes. I'm not reading my energy, but a lot of times if you listen, there are messages like for everyone. Obviously, that's why I say take what resonates, work, love, life, and leave the rest for somebody else. So, but anyways, I'm very thankful. I'm very blessed to wake up this morning and be able to do this. I'm grateful for my mom's healing. So, for those of you who wish, I would ask that you would just send my mom some extra positive vibes. My mom suffered a heart attack, everybody, and it really scared me, but she's out of surgery. They had to put a stent in her heart, so that's why I wasn't on the channel for a few days. But she's recovering very well. So if any of you would like to send my mom just some extra healing vibes and, me to help keep me uplifted, I would really appreciate it. So thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. Okay. My mom's a very strong woman. She is a Leo. So she's very strong in her faith. And I know without a shadow of a doubt that she still has lots of life left to live. She was upset because she has to cut out eating boiled crawfish because of the sodium. She's like me. But anyways, she's recovering. And that's not going to be the energy of the read, but I just wanted, to make that known. And I appreciate all who send her loving, healing vibes. Thank you. So we get an overall reading, collective energy read today. What is the message, Most High, that you would like? For us living here, doing the work. This is such a beautiful day. My mother and my father both were Leos growing up. Could you imagine? Both fixed signs, and then you have me. It was interesting to say the least, y'all. Very opinionated people, so I get it honest. And then I'm a Taurus, so I'm another fixed sign. Whew. I learned a lot about character from my Leo parents and how to go for what it is that you want in life. So it was, we had a lot of fun though. Your dad is too. Prayers for Priscilla's father as well. I don't know. But yeah, both of my parents are Leos. You're there. 2 cards out. I'm going to do 1, 2. There you go. There's the 3rd. Planting seeds, watching them grow. 4 cards. We got the, look, man, we got this last night. We also got the 3 of Pentacles with the Queen of Earth. We have a lot of stable, grounded energy coming through. Like I have 3 cards on the table about planting 3 earth energy, being solid, being stable. The glares, my apologies. Looky here, being awakened and grounded. Being awakened and grounded. Intuitively connected with emotions as well. Your thoughts are creating, planting seeds. So being solid, being stable. Holding a lot of love and space in one's heart. Being open to receive. Using your sacral and root chakra to create. It's fire energy, which it's a new moon in Aries, which is new energies, right? But it's also all of your time, work, effort, and energy starting to see your seeds grow. And it's solid. Look, the Queen of Earth actually is Capricorn, but look at the bull here. Kind of looks, which talks about being persistent, persevering. Coming from a time and a Pisces energy, it looks really watery, right? See the fish? That's why I say it's all of the Pisces dreamy energy that we have been feeling. Trying to create not out of fear or shadow side, like curbing those inward feelings, inward emotions. learning to overcome fear, shadow, being led and guided intuitively and not always letting our emotions rule us. Which it's not a bad thing to have emotions and feelings, but when we're so overcome by them, we can't see our way out of the darkness, right? So that's when we go within. We practice being solid, being stable. We ground ourselves, and that's how we plant those seeds of abundance, in creation. Sometimes at your lowest point is, have you ever heard, when you're at your lowest point, there's no way to go but up? This is your up. This is you planting those seeds because that's when your heart is most truest, right? That's where you create from the desires of your heart and you create things that are abundant. You create things that are going to sustain you. You don't overkill, in other words, right? That's where you create from your light and your shadow, and you connect and you integrate and you learn the balance between emotion and intellect, right? You create. Let's see if I can turn this card. Just see, it's emotion and intellect. It's the balance. Hey, Zori. I'm going to read the key points in all these cards, okay? The overall energy for the reading is the Nine of Fire. It's Earth. Remind us. Inspiration, creation, the ease, the simplicity, detachment, and restrictions. Move through life with confidence. A time of fruition. Knowledge and experience will bring ease. Don't do it for praise or affirmation and give your best every time. Once you have finished and completed a task, move on to the next, reminding you to simplify your life. Remove the obstacles and the restrictions. This is an affirming card that symbolizes moving through life with confidence. This person illustrates and they do what they do well and without speaking for glory or validation back. They do not seek praise or affirmation. They perform the task before them and do it well because they know and understand their craft. They do it to the best of their ability because they have pride in what they do. And when a task is complete, they do not weigh it down with expectations. They detach, they move on to the next task because it too deserves all of their care and attention. When you are confident and you have attained a certain level of knowledge and skill, you will begin to move through life with more ease. You learn how to perform and recognize what works for you and what does not. You attain a certain level of grounded and practical awareness. Here's all that grounded energy. I love that. You attain a certain level of grounded and practical awareness that enables you to bring projects and things to fruition with the same amount of care, but now with less effort. By keeping it simple, you move through your day with ease, and obstacles no longer cause hours of fear and fretting. Instead, you just simply work to overcome them. You learn, you grow, you experience, and then you move on to the next moment. I love that. This is holding space for creation, right? And when you're finished with that step, you move on. you're creating abundance, but you're doing it grounded, right? That's what I'm talking about. Recharging, revamping, going within, planting those seeds and watching them grow. Spirituality and life becomes a little bit more effortless, effortless when you do it from a point of love, right? Not letting emotions overrule you, doing it and balancing emotion and intellect. I'm hearing it's a maturity level of spirituality, right? We were experiencing new energies, new awakenings. Now we're learning and we have experienced what it's like to react out of fear. We know what it's like to react out of survival mode. Well, now we're learning how it is to live in peace and harmony and seeing that things comes to us easily. All we have to do is ask, put it out there for the universe, right? And have faith and believe that all of our needs will be met. Everything that we, deserve comes to us now with ease. Why? Because we're open. We have discarded all of the blockages, that we have been experiencing. If not, the universe acknowledges that we are at least acknowledging them and attempting to clear them. So, therefore, we are getting assistance. You're getting assistance. Everyone is getting assistance because you asked for it. You open yourself up to receive. Me too, Priscilla. This is kind of our potential blockage, I hear. Okay. So let's see. We're going to read that. 277 on your books. Potential blockage. This is a gentle reminder that while it is okay to feel hard done by now and again and to allow ourselves to be swept up in one of life's many dreams, it does not serve us well to embrace a victim mindset on a long-term or a permanent basis. There comes a time when we must unlock the emotional chains that binds us and walk free. The Five of Water may be asking us whether the moment that we have bound ourselves to has passed. And if so, to accept that what is done, it cannot be undone. It may be time to stop gnashing our teeth, wailing and moaning, and pointing fingers for continued self pity. It's likely to do nothing more than alienate others and hamper your potential. Remember, as always, we do play a part. In every situation, we make choices, both passive and active, that influence every outcome that manifests. New and different choices can be made in the present. Choose to move forward. The Five of Water advises us not to be a slave to emotions and moments that no longer serve. It's time to stop feeling sorry for ourselves. Oof. Ooh, universe. Hi, Zena. That's the other. My doors aren't just opening on their own, but look, doors are going to open for you. Right? The doors will open for you. I truly do believe that. Hey, Candace. The doors will open for you. Or the universe will open it, just like Z did. You wanted to join the party, Zena? Good morning, pretty girl. You wanted to join the pack? Welcome to the tribe. Oh, you gonna lay down by Kanai and cuddle? So sweet. They cuddle. They're cuddle loves. And I'm going to go with the Eight of Earth. Okay, everyone? Just the points that sticks out to me, because this book is really intense, but there is a message in here today reminding us, okay? 172. This is about growth. This is about your manifestations, your accomplishments, your success, abundance, wealth, and appreciation. This symbolizes love, the manifestations of a positive attitude, doing what you love, and loving what it is that you do. This is an optimistic card and one that suggests a time of abundance, fruitfulness, and a good harvest ahead. This is about a peaceful and happy home, a career, confidence, respect of your peers. What more could you ask for? All the seeds born of past planting grow well. That's the seeds that have planted. These are running together. See? Influencing each other. This is the seeds that you have planted during this time. This is a good time to think about taking a big leap rather than resting. You have it within you to go further and reach your greater heights, especially if you remain committed to doing everything to the best of your ability. This signifies a time to look, acknowledge, and celebrate your successes and start making plans for the future. I love that. This is your ambition, sowing seeds, your groundwork, your energy, your investments, your sacrifices, and your outcomes. This represents a time of preparation. It is time to sow the seeds born of thought, need, and desire into fertile soil and do what is required in order to make those seeds grow. It is a time for you to do the necessary groundwork and remember the outcome can only be equal to the investments that you are willing to make in the here and in the now. This can also symbolize your time of sacrifice in the weeds of the months. There may be choices that have been offered that appear as limitless or as restrictions. While these choices might bring about feelings of reluctance, frustration, and annoyance, put that aside and focus on what the end result will be. The future offers moments of adversity and hardship, and that makes you want to give up. If you find your resolve challenged over the weeds in the months, know that your hope is to achieve. It's to be independent. It's upon your willingness to make a commitment and then honor that commitment until the end. Do so knowing it'll be noticed and it will be respected. It may increase the opportunities that comes your way, whether it be further education, work responsibilities, saving for a new home, building a business, whatever it is. Now is the time to look for the realistic and the grounded options and then to get in touch with those who have knowledge. The Three of Earths asks, what are you willing to do now in order to achieve the outcome that you desire? This talks about putting the actual work and effort in. That's what I was talking about. Whenever you go quiet, okay, you sit with yourself, you get grounded, you are alone. That's your creation point, right? That's holding space and sending out to the universe. As you are sitting meditating, there's fire coming from his shoulders, right? That's your creation. It's rising from the root all the way through, and you're speaking things into existence. You're planting seeds, and you will start to see the growth and the return of all of these things because you're now grounded, right? The Queen of Earth is next. This is our Earth Mother. This is real. This is kind. This is nurturing, abundant, fertile. It's mind. It's a fertile mind. It is wise. This symbolizes a real, authentic Earth Mother personality. She's larger than life. This is what we will become. This is what we will experience as we journey through planting our seeds, seeing the growth, right? This is the feeling that we will have. This is what you are experiencing. This is what is to come. You will experience a larger than life and possess an abundant, a generous, and a grounded nature about you. You're realistic. You also see the magic that exists everywhere. She is an earth mother who spends a great deal of time covered in soil, someone who is outside and is not unknown for her to walk around oblivious. These to leaves and the twigs that fall from her hair. She adores creating a warm and an inviting home where all are welcome It reminds me of a lived-in home, right? My home is a lived-in home. It's clean, but there might be like gaming devices around, right? We had cooked dinner last night and we still need to finish up, tidying up the kitchen, so to speak. It's lived in. I've been places where I didn't feel comfortable because everything had to be a certain spot, and you had to be so meticulous and so careful that it was hard to enjoy yourself for fear of dropping a chip or something on the floor. Do you know what I mean? Whereas at my house, you drop a chip on the floor, my nephew caving. I'm like, it's okay, nephew. Guess what? One of the 3 dogs in the pack will come and pick that chip up. It's okay to enjoy life, baby. It's okay for you, to drop things. You clean it up, you move on in my house. It's okay. Accidents happen, right? I'm not going to get mad at the babies when we have them over and they're outside playing and they get filthy, dirty. Why? Because that's what it's for. It's how you build an immune system. That is this type of energy. She is the epitome of kindness, and she will offer support. She will nurture your ever endeavor while offering wise but yet honest counsel. She comes to ask if this is how you see yourself, or have you been so focused on other undertakings or a career that you have just created an imbalance in your life and you have disconnected from your true nature? It is time for you to enjoy the benefits of being a homebody for a while, quite possibly. Make a home cooked meal or a weekend out in the garden, or the Queen of Earth can also appear in your reading at times when you find yourself in need of just a simple, gentle reminder to be nurturing and supportive for those that are around you. While you encourage and support others in their desires to better themselves, remember to do so without trying to change them. In her role as a wise woman, she may be asking you to seek out those who embody her energy, or for you to embody her energy. There is a need for you to connect with a motherly role model. Maybe all you need is a hug, but you may be facing issues. In her mind and wisdom can help you. A little motherly advice may unlock an answer and provide solutions. I love that. Mothering earth energy coming through, embodying that stillness, right? The one that when the shit gets deep, they run to you because they know that you're going to love them and they're going to nurture you and you're going to be by their side. That's the Queen of Pentacles. She's wifey material. She's solid. She's stable. She's fought many battles in her life. That's why she has the wisdom that she has. Not everybody has walked the Queen of Pentacles' life, right? That's why not everybody can be who we are. Is there anything else, universe, this morning? Pure love, unconditional love for others. It's the 2 of water. It's the 2 of cups. Intimacy, closeness, and trust, a commitment, a reconciliation, equality, union. It's the wifey material collective. The Two of Water represents a relationship that has moved beyond infatuation and the physical attraction to one that is built upon a foundation. This is a love of mutual love, respect, trust, shared interests, and values. This symbolizes a meeting of the mind and of the heart, and it is free of the desire to possess or to control. There's a deep energy exchange between these two energies. It's more than just a physical attraction, right? It is more. This is a time of giving, sharing, communication. A relationship is founded on intimacy. It's to share your thoughts, your feelings, your goals, your fears with the one that you love. That's what it's like to be really intimate, to hold them, to listen, to show interest, to show affection by reaching out with a stroke of the cheek, a hold of the hand. That is what it is to have true intimacy. The Two of Hearts ultimately symbolizes intimacy within a relationship. It also represents a time for forgiveness, reconciliation. It is a rift that has developed between lovers or friends, and now is the time to let go of the hurt and the anger. Put aside your judgment and blame. Do not allow arrogance, a wounded pride, or an ego to destroy a relationship. Where you can take responsibility for your own choices and actions, be mindful of how they have impacted or possibly influenced your relationships. The Two of Water, this invites you to communicate, to forgive, or to apologize now. Work, love, life. In day to day lives, we have outward things, outward influences, right? This is also about soul tribe and people, family members, right? When you react out of haste, you have to go back and say, I'm sorry. It could also be a love intimate relationship because this is what is to come for the collective. Those of you who have been on a self love journey and you're not in partnerships, this is the partnership with yourself you've been working on. When you love yourself this much, you do get a partner in life if that is what you so desire that will love you this much. It's something that reaches beyond the physical mind. It's something that, extends beyond outward appearances. It is a connection of the spirit. Have you ever been around someone or with someone where you did not have to speak to them? You could look at them and know that they understood the vibe that you were sending out, whether it was an like comfortable situation and you have like a true friend there and you just kind of look at them and give them that look like, and they're like, hey, you want to, get out of here and go somewhere else. That type of an energy. Whether it's a lover, like I said, a friend, a best friend, a child, this is the love. It's something that's just different. I have, someone in my life and we share a very intimate relationship. I didn't say sexual. It's a very intimate relationship in the fact that I have a couple of people. One is my best friend. She came yesterday and spent the day with me when I, was having troubles with my mom. The day before, a very special person in my life who has been my mirror and has showed me really a lot about myself and has been a huge driving force in my life. And they have lifted me up. And this is, the intimate relationships that I'm talking about. It's just when you're down, there's certain few people that you don't have to say much. They know, right? Those are the relationships that you value most. That is the energy, that we want to bring into our life. We don't want to have to question, whether their intentions are pure. It's the type of people that on your worst of days they're still going to be there for you. That's the relationships that we are now grounding in our life, because we're operating out of, pure heart, pure intentions. You can feel when people's energies is off. We have the Eight of Fire on the bottom of the deck, which talks about what messages, inspiration, illumination. This is about taking action. It's about changes. It's transformation, and it is also transmutation. It's a rebirth. It's a freedom. It's a renewed sense of purpose, and it is also a renewed sense of joy. The Eight of Fire symbolizes transformation through actions and changes on a physical level. That brings freedom. It brings joy. Is it time to start a new adventure? Is it time to move houses? Or is it a time to just do small things to increase your mobility and your physical fitness? It's time to set yourself free from unnecessary weight, whether it be physical, emotional, psychological, and you can now move through life with more ease. If you need to make a change in your life, now is the time to do it. No more thinking this is this new moon in Aries energy, right? No more planning, no more dreaming. Now is the time to get up off the couch, to act, and to transform yourself or your life, to take an idea, a possession, something in your life or space, and to repurpose it, retransform your life. It may be something as simple as painting your room to make it brighter or lighter. It's switching the energies within you and welcoming the new energies and the new inspirations that you're feeling. Take time to clean the house from one end to the other. Get rid of the dust and the cobwebs. It's getting rid of all that serves no purpose in your life, or it is broken and it is unused. Regardless, this is the time for action and change. It is a change that's once experienced, and it will bring you a sense of freedom, of weight lifted. You will feel reborn, and you will face the future with a renewed sense of purpose, regardless of what it is time to transmute one state of being into another. It is time to act, and it is time to enjoy life. I love that. I love that. Thank you for the five in the room and the five likes. Thank you for balancing out that change and transmutation, okay? Oof, there it went. Look at her. As I'm sitting here looking at the cards, okay, we first started at the top with watery emotions, right? Then we went to groundedness. Then we came to the unification of the two energies. And now look at the green and the blue. I want to tilt the camera and show you guys. See, look at the coming together of the energies. You see the blue, right? Then you see the grounded energies. Then you see the coming together of two. And then you see the blended of both of these colors, right? It's releasing oneself. concern, sympathy, compassion, understanding, forgiveness, love, and ideas. This is the six of water, and it is the epitome of kindness and concern. She represents all that is good and pure within humanity, and an idea that many strive to meet. She is kind, but not to a fault. She displays concern and care, but does so with a level of emotional detachment. She's sympathetic, compassionate, and giving, but not to the extent that she leaves nothing for herself. This is balancing of the emotions and the intellect and doing what you need to do for oneself. And someone is seeing and recognizing these things within you. She is forgiving, but forgives because she knows that the act sets her free and enables her to move forward without being weighted down by the past and by past experiences. She is a kind and gentle soul who overcomes all obstacles with a determination that is free from aggression or an intent to do harm. She is a peaceful warrior who wins, all with a gentle touch, a smile, a kind word, and a compassionate but yet a generous nature. She represents an impossible idea. Do you strive to be like her and find yourself feeling incapable of behaving this way? The Six of Water comes to tell you just be you, show compassion, be empathetic, be understanding and aware of all that makes us different. Be generous to oneself and remember to keep healthy boundaries in place. Most importantly, be kind to yourself when you don't live up to your own ideas. Sometimes those are impossible. To be the perfect warrior, you just have to be as kind and generous to yourself as you are to others. I love that. I'm on a live on my channel.
Do you still have my Zoom stamp card?
Yes,
Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
it's in my wallet. I got it.
All right.
I love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Love you too. Bye.
Speaking of those really good friends, it's another one. She's family. Looky here, we have union. We have the Two of Cups. Someone being looked at and desired for all of what it is. And now we have union. Is somebody finding a forever person? Or is this just coming together of oneself? It could be in all areas. But it is feeling like also love energy. As above, so below. Look, Aries energy fighting. More earthy. Union. Number 13, which interestingly enough is the lucky number, number 1. It's also the number of those of us who practice metaphysical ways. Also, the number 13 represents what? Divine feminine energy. I'm surprised the Empress hasn't came out from this deck, but it is because you've been working on what? The Queen of Pentacles. That's balancing all of the energies and grounding them. And look, now being seen in a different light, connecting. We have union, divine feminine energies coming into play. 85. I knew this one was going to be quite lengthy. Wholeness, marriage, unity, connection, integration, harmony, alignment, and that of peace. The union card symbolizes unity and wholeness, and it represents our relationship with ourself and our relationship with the world around us. It represents the harmony that arises when we are in alignment within and with both the seen and the unseen worlds which are around us, and to achieve this centered state of our fifth reason for being. Basically, who am I and what is my purpose? Why am I here? This puts our feet upon the path to wholeness, and it is a part of our life quest. And only in asking and seeking these answers do we become whole. It is a journey that manifests into self discovery. When we come into the world innocent and pure, while in the womb, our soul is still as one with source of all, the void, the cosmic womb, from which we came to be and which all we will return. Our soul remembers that connection. The soul remembers its unlimited potential, and it remembers that it as a whole and as divine and knowledge and all that we experience before taking our first breath in this life, it will reside within our unconscious mind where it could motivate and guide us. As if it were not for the fact that from birth we experience a life that is conflicting almost in every way. As we grow into adulthood, we are taught to define, limit, repress, suppress, deny. What will we be surrounded by people who support us and tell us that we are capable of anything that we set our minds to achieving? We may still be limit and restrict our own potential by embracing labels and embracing definitions, collective. To many of those who follow a path, a belief is a sign of mental illness and dysfunction. To many of those who follow a religious path, non believers' path, a path that leads to damnation and to eternal suffering, what? Who is right? Who is wrong? The answer is that both tribes are but aspects of us as a greater whole. Only in embracing both our science and our spirituality do we find the answers to the larger questions. Spirituality are not mutually exclusive. Spirituality is founded in science, and science that embraces spirituality, the divine. We offer four greater opportunities to explore and understand the universe and all that dwells that either stands on its own. Each can, and it actually does, enhance and expand our perception. The union card represents the bringing together of all these different aspects of our world that we have been taught to separate from a whole. It's union within yourself, going back to your soul. We dwell in a multifaceted, all that dwells beside us and upon this blue green earth. This is multifaceted. We as humanity, we are also the same. We are whole and we have symbiotic relationships with that whole. As a dominant species on the planet, the health of the whole planet is dependent upon our health and our unity. And more so, we must reconnect and we must integrate and we must become all that with, and we must become one with all once again. This card symbolizes the marriage of the body, the mind, and the soul, and recognizing and accepting our own divinity and our own connection to all of these things. We are physical beings who are meant to live a life that includes and embraces both the physical and the spiritual. Remember that we are unique, we are individuals, and we also are part of a whole. We are told that love is all, and that at the center, when all is in harmony and alignment, there is only love. But while love is important at the center, there is only the peace and the stillness of the void. It is in undefining and it is in unifying all experiences that peace is born at that moment when we remember what it is like to first dwell in the void and in the stillness and to dwell in the womb. And it is in that place of pure stillness and silence that all is created. I love that. This card is the present and it represents divine union, the marriage of male and female aspects within oneself. Both the masculine and the feminine principles resides all that is and all that will be. These are aspects of the whole and equal in purpose and function. You yourself are both masculine and feminine. regardless of your physical or your sexual preferences, and unification and creation to be achieved. Each must be present and each must be honored equally. Now is the time to open and embrace your feminine without fear, to receive and accept what is true and what is of the beautiful nature of your physical self. Allow it to be without shame. Allow it to be without judgment. Allow it to be without condemnation. It is time for complete self acceptance. How do you think you feel, believe, perceive, and also appear? It is time to open and embrace the masculine within you without fear. I want you to be strong and powerful without a desire to compete, control, or dominate. Remember that with the divine masculine may not seek to dominate, it's not submissive, it's logic and reason, but not an exclusion of emotionals and intuition also. Embrace the divine feminine by honoring your emotions and allowing them to flow without repression or denial, and accept your thoughts and beliefs as being a reflection of your own truth and of your own reality. Love your physical form, divine feminines, without condition. Treat your body as a temple. Worship yourself within. Step into the flow. Use your intuition with trust, confidence. Marry it with logic and reason. Be sensitive, be vulnerable, be strong, be compassionate, be kind, be active, be creative, and be all and be whole. Wow. Center yourself and allow peace to flow through you. Fill your senses. What you do with this powerful moment is your choice, but make the time to use it. How beautiful is that? How beautiful is that, collective? I know it got a little long, and I'm sorry if I lost a couple of you, but center yourself back and ground yourself. That was a great definition of what it is like to use twin flame journeys, soul path journeys, lessons learned in life to balance the divine masculine and divine feminine energies within oneself. What is yours will always be yours. Sometimes we just have to go off on our own and learn lessons, but we know where it is we belong. Sometimes it just takes others a little while longer. My DM must be thinking about me this morning. My masculine mirror, I call them. We have the counselor, number 12. Wise, objective advice, trustworthy, emotional understanding, clarity, and sharing. The counselor represents one that stands high, an elder and advisor, one whom the king or queen would call upon to discuss their feelings to our higher selves, regardless of a situation or experience of concern. This is someone who is trusted. They're caring, they're compassionate. They will listen attentively, only interrupting the flow to ask a question if there is need. Once the tale is told, the counselor offers thoughts in an objective manner. Their role is not to give instruction, but to present alternatives and insight that will help the seeker understand the thoughts and feelings. This is an empathetic person skilled at stepping outside of herself to look through the eyes of others. They never judge. They offer compassion, the opportunity to understand the emotions that are at play. Ask the right questions, and she helps people to come to their own conclusions about what feels right for them and how to proceed. The counselor appears in a reading. This is a symbol, a need to be empathetic and objective with dealing with emotionally complex situations. Look beyond words being spoken to see the emotions that are behind them. And if you cannot, a counselor asks you seek out wisdom. There may also be a time approaching that will require you to keep your emotions in check, especially if they are confused. If you feel reactive or challenged, talking it through might help you to make a sense of your feelings and provide you with answers. If you act without taking this step, your mixed or your confused emotions may muddy the water. That's what I'm talking about, connecting emotions. Came out. That was an energy on the bottom of the deck. Someone is choosing. Battling oneself. This is a choice to walk to past and embrace or even condone. Embrace it. Do so knowing that you will be met with, if you meet someone with aggression, you're going to be met with aggression, right? If you come to one as being understanding about circumstances, you get more flies with honey than you do vinegar, okay? Treat others as how you would want to be treated, would be the expert advice. If you would not like to have your choices questioned and judged or to be attacked for no good reasons, then do not do the same to others. Treating others fairly. This is conflict within oneself. But still, look, this card has been coming out several times in this reading. It's still holding one's space, one's heart center, using your gut intuition, using your pineal gland, being illuminated. Action, but doing it with love and kindness and consideration for all is not as it seems. That's what I'm getting. Interesting read, you guys. Very interesting read. Is there one last card of guidance that you would like? Is there anything else, Divine? Change your perception. All is not as it seems. Destiny. Fighting through the shadow phases of one light, finding the illumination. Death and rebirth. Core of creation is that void point of creation that they were speaking about. 1021 blackjack. 133. Look at that. Threes. Our lives are built upon foundations laid by your perceptions. How we perceive the world and those around us does influence our ability to learn, our understanding of cause and effect, and our ability to see and weigh our options to make decisions. There is no area of our life that is influenced by our own perception. Our lives can be empowered and fulfilled because of how we perceive our reality, and it gives us confidence. Our lives can be destroyed in an instant if our idea of what is real is revealed to be a lie and our perceptions was shattered. Even if what we believe to be truth is revealed to be an illusion, and what we once perceived to be an illusion is revealed to be truth, there is no reset button for our perception. Our perception of what is simply changes and alters as our awareness will increase. Every change to our perception changes your reality, and every change to our reality influences the choices that we make. Choose your destined path. I love that. What a great reading, everybody. It's a little longer. Saturdays are normally a little longer, but thank you, everybody, for joining. I hope you got something out of this today, everyone. Have a blessed day. Embrace your destiny, embrace your power, embrace your path, embrace the union that you have within oneself, your masculine and your feminine energies. I love you all. Create from your heart. We'll talk soon. You're welcome. You're welcome.